Hello and welcome to Smart Sex, Smart Love video series. I'm Dr. Joe Court, and today I'm going to be talking about couples that come to couples therapy with sex addiction as their diagnosis. And I say sex addiction because what often happens is one partner is uncomfortable with another partner's sexual interests and erotic interests. They call them a sex addict. And basically, I've had partners say to another partner, "You're either a sex addict or a pervert, and I'm not staying married to a pervert. So you better be a sex addict." So leaving the partner who doesn't want the marriage to end, who doesn't want to leave their relationship, no other choice than to identify themselves as a sex addict. So they go to see a sex addiction specialist. And sadly, sex addiction therapists are not trained, as I've always talked about in my videos, in sexual health, but they're not also trained in couples therapy. So sadly, what ends up happening is that the person with the erotic interests that are uncomfortable to the partner becomes the perpetrator and becomes the person that has to be at odds with their sexuality and find some other way of expressing themselves or not expressing themselves. The partner who's disgusted or uncomfortable with their partner's sexual interests and erotic interests becomes the victim. And so this isn't couples therapy. This becomes individual therapy for the sex addict and individual therapy for the victim. Really what's happening here is there's a partner who has erotic interests that may or may not have been shared that has to come to terms with, is this really what they like? And if it is, are they or aren't they going to be able to incorporate it into the marriage? And for the other partner, it's not about being victim, it's about being an injured party, an injured partner who has to learn what's going on in the erotic mind of their partner, and then as a couple, deal with the erotic tension, deal with the erotic differences, and find a way to have dialogue, and which is very uncomfortable dialogue. And how are we going to negotiate this? Are we going to negotiate this? Who's going to have to bend a little bit? Are both of us going to have to bend a little bit? These are really hard discussions to have in marriages and very hard for therapists to sit with. But a well-trained therapist who understands couples coming in with erotic differences can help you without identifying one as perpetrator and one as victim. Because in couples therapy, that is not going to work. It's not going to be helpful. That's my thoughts for today, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.